All right, so I have two for you technically, but I will get to the Jamie Kennedy.
Okay.
First up, Dexter New Blood. There was pretty much a mini-series runoff. They brought it back and basically did some fan service for the shitty last season that they wrapped the show on a bunch of years ago.
Yeah.
So they came back and cleaned it up. No spoilers here, so don't worry. But I had a lot of fun with this show. I'm a big fan of Michael C. Hall, and I feel like he really did a beautiful job throughout this new little mini-series spin-off. So check it out. It's over, so you can binge it all now. If you're into that, great show.
Dexter.
New Blood.
I never got super indulged into Dexter. I think I might have seen one or two episodes just like randomly.
Okay.
But I've always been intrigued by it. It's basically about a dude who kills dudes that are killers.
Well, he's a blood splatter analyst, which is what makes him different. So he knows how pretty much the psychology and what it takes to clean up crime scenes.
A fucking blood splatter analyst?
By day, who is a pretty much vigilante at night.
Yeah.
He was pretty much as a kid exposed to a violent murder, which causes him to have like some chemical imbalances in his brain, where he's basically a serial killer.
Yeah.
But he has learned to harness this energy and go after people who've
done wrong,
or who have escaped the law. So he operates as an outlaw essentially in the modern day.
That's kind of complex.
So it's a great premise. And this was a great send-off for his character, and I loved it. So check it out if you haven't already yet on Showtime. It's already wrapped up. Very, very fun stuff. And then moving on, HBO just brought back Euphoria with Zendaya, which is basically a super insane teen drama that deals with... Basically, it's like kids...
Mm-hmm. I think I've seen previews about this.
In a series format, in a show format for HBO. So it's like they're not...
As the new Mary Jane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Euphoria just came back with its season 2. We've been waiting a very long time, and this first episode, I watched it super late at night earlier today, technically, and it was amazing. What a comeback. So check it out, Euphoria season 2.
Oh, it's okay, cool. Yeah. And what's that on? You said Showtime?
HBO.
Oh,
Max.
HBO.
Dexter's on Showtime.
Dang, dude, you got the good stuff. You got the exclusives.
You know. With a show, I gotta be in the know.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
So Euphoria and Dexter New Blood. Now we can talk a little bit about Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, dude. What? So tell everybody what you did or where you went.
So.
Who you saw?
Jamie Kennedy last Friday, last week, which is insane that he did. He came to our city, San Diego.
Yeah.
Right on the cusp of the release of the new Scream film. Pretty sure that was intentional, but he did a stand-up set for everybody.
Because we live in the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Jamie Kennedy did a bit of stand-up for us. Me and my girlfriend went. Shout out to Emma for grabbing us those tickets, surprising me with those tickets.
Hey, that was dope. Yeah.
It was pretty rad. And it was a fun time throughout. So there was about, I think, 3 openers, all solid. Host was solid. Jamie killed it. He totally lived up to my expectations. I was a little worried, going in.
But you were just worried about his execution on it? Or
yes. I was like, I hope that it's not... that I'm not underwhelmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seeing somebody you admire, it's a scary thing sometimes. But
yeah,
but nonetheless, he totally exceeded my expectations, and I was really happy about that. But going deeper into this scenario that we're in, so we're sitting pretty close. We're sitting in the second row, right?
Mind you that to me, I think it looked like a very close-knit, intimate,
yes.
Hey, listen to this campfire story.
Yes. All right. glad you put that context out there. So
Yeah.
we're in the second row. These three people are sitting in front of us, getting increasingly louder, especially through Jamie's set. And about halfway through, maybe a little farther in, they're still kind of heckling and being loud and pretty disrespectful, you know? Like, I feel like there's an unspoken rules within the comedy world, especially.
You're supposed to, like, unless you want to be a dick, or if, like, maybe you're on a... Why would you even, you know?
Yeah, unless they acknowledge you and they're asking you to conversate with them, which is different. That's not the case here.
There was no, like, disclosure or, like, anything going into the place, like, hey, shut the fuck up when they're talking?
No, it was super relaxed for whatever reason.
Because I've been to comedy shows where they're like, hey, you know, chill the fuck out.
Like the comedy club and stuff where you can't record, you can't do anything.
Yeah, like, it's kind of like, because they know people are assholes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this night. So, little more than halfway through the set, Jamie's set, my girlfriend loses it. She turns. She can't really understand the jokes anymore because these people in front of us are so loud.
Props to her for doing that.
So she looks. She mad dogs them for a few seconds, and keep in mind she's super calm, composed this entire time, and she goes, "Hey, will you guys shut the fuck up?" And just dead silence through the whole place.
Really?
Right?
Damn, dude.
And, you know, Jamie looks over and then...
Because how far are you from Jamie? Like,
very close.
That's pretty close.
He's pretty close. It was a little...
Here to the fridge, dude?
Pretty much.
Okay, damn. Yeah, that's about 6 or 7.
The kick
10.
stage was about...
No more than 10.
Yeah.
No more than 10. So he can hear you.
Oh, yes.
He heard Emma.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He heard. And he... So the show stops... And pretty much we become integrated into the set from that point on.
Damn. And like he was like, hey, he was like, hey, what's going on here? Like, no way.
And then he he starts asking Emma all these questions about what she does, and you know, of course, she's a preschool teacher, so then that becomes part of his set.
No way.
It's like we made history.
His material. Like he's freestyling off you guys.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So it was like she altered how that night would have went, and it's incredible, man.
We're gonna tag Jamie in this. Hopefully he hears it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for reals though, because that would be cool. And if he's hearing it, we would get him on the show that way. Dude.
Oh.
Hey, if you're listening, Jamie.
Randy Meeks forever.
Be rad, fool. Come on, man. But anyways, so that happened. What my question is, what's up with the people? What were the people's fucking beef or problem? They were just drunk.
In front?
Yeah. Why were they being loud?
They were just like he would say something like he talks about Chick-fil-A, and then they're like, oh yeah, Chick-fil-A. It's like having a legit loud talking conversation while this guy's trying to do his set. Keep in mind, they're so close to him that's got to be very distracting to him.
Yeah, they were like Mystery Science Theater. And
yeah.
Shit. The fuck? Why would you do that?
And they turned around and they thought that we were in the wrong. So it was like we're going back and forth with them for a while, and you know it was just I don't know.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Was it what were they like? Two dudes or like a guy and a girl?
It was 2 girls and then a guy in the middle. And
so there was 3
and the
people?
guy turned around and he says the one thing you probably should never say to a female. He goes, "You're being really excessive right now." And so Emma says, "Why don't you shut the fuck up? You're a man. Stay out of this."
Yeah. Damn.
like no hesitation.
Damn.
And he.
Well, I mean, you know, I just want to say, like, yeah, Emma's really cool. And, like, she's really calm and collected. But once you push her, I can imagine her, like, telling you, like, everything you need to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she even told Jamie straight up. She goes, "Look, I paid this money because I want to hear you, not them. You know, like, it's really simple. And especially with everything that's going on in both our lives, you know, we try to go out and have a good time. And it feels like all of these, like, something happens within our plans all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And eventually there's going to be a breaking point.
So I can only imagine on the dudes that are the two girls and the guy on their end what they're saying, like, oh, there's this Karen fucking she was all talking shit to us for talking. Well, no shit, dude. Like,
yeah, and you know, it's funny because one of the chicks, they tapped me on the leg, and they were, because I'm sure they were scared to talk to her, so they were like, hey, we're really sorry, you know, we're sorry we made her feel like that. That wasn't our intention. We're just like, my buddy's birthday is today, and you know, we're just trying to have a good time. And I was like, look, it's like this. And I'm telling this in her ear, right? While the set is still happening. You wouldn't go to an acoustic show to see a musician play and be in the front and be talking.
Yeah, that's common sense.
Because it's a quiet show.
Yeah.
And if you look in this, you know, in the room that we were in.
It's very intimate.
Yeah, it's very small. And you want to, like, you're paying this money, this ticket, to give them your attention. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be on your phone, if you're gonna be doing this stuff, then why make the effort to come down?
I hope that person's listening. I hope that person hears this.
You know,
that's rude. That's just rude to even do at a movie. You know?
Yeah. And that happens to me all the time at movies, too. You have somebody who wants to give a running commentary, and it's like, look, I paid my ticket just like you for a quiet atmosphere.
Yeah.
If I wanted to talk, you know.
But I feel like it's even more disrespectful because it's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
A movie, I understand, like, not understand, but like...
It's not live.
Yeah, exactly. You could never get that point back.
There's an artistry to especially stand-up comedy where you have this material in your head and anything can throw you off of your streamline.
That's amazing that Jamie reached out and said that to you guys, because he could have been a dick to all of you guys.
Yeah. No, he hopped off the stage. Dude, he gives fucking Emma a fist bump and he goes, I hope you're okay.
No way.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's cool, man.
So, yeah, he's a rad dude.
That's awesome. I hope there's footage of that.
I don't know, but I hope so. Like you said, it wasn't a big room.
I seen video.
Yeah, people were recording him. I guess you were allowed. Usually you're not. So maybe some stuff will surface and you'll get to hear it firsthand. Or
maybe he wants to put it out on something, like a DVD or some shit. You never know. But either way,
he goes, "Oh, you're upset because you came out to see your favorite Rob Schneider."
Your favorite Rob Schneider?
Yeah. That fool.
Rob Schneider's crazy. You know who his daughter is?
Yeah, Elle King.
Yeah, she's pretty dope.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
All right, so we can get into our main movie focus of the week.
Damn.
Finally, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Your focus.
My movie focus. That's how you got me back onto the show.
Yeah. Shout out to coming back on, man.
Yeah.
We've missed you. It's been a long hiatus for you.
It was, a few months? Almost a year, maybe?
But what's great about you is you're with us always in spirit, always reposting, very vigilant about supporting the show, and you're with us because you've done like the core segment audio.
Oh yeah, that's true. I always get reminded. So because like I'll tune in and I'm like, oh yeah, Wesley still uses those. Should I make new ones or you want to keep them the same, dude? I think
if you want to freshen them up, since it doesn't, it's really up to you and your schedule.
But yeah, man, thank you for having me back. It's always fun. Thank you for all my new followers and my new people that listen or whatever. Shout out to Ryan and Christopher P.
Yeah.
And everyone else that listens, man. Thank you for having me back.
So HELLBOY.
HELLBOY. What was that, 2004 film?
Yeah. I got a write-up.
All right.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
All right.
HELLBOY.
HELLBOY. It's PG-13. It's from 2004. It's an action fantasy film. It runs at 2 hours and 2 minutes, and it's got a very well-deserved 81 on Rotten.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just love this film. So that's a plus. Hey, thanks, RT.
Written and directed by Guillermo Del Toro, starring Selma Blair, Ron Perlman, John Hurt, Doug Jones, Rupert Evans, and Carell Roden.